Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie, and welcome back to Secondhand Sickness. And the heat today is exhausting. I was here last weekend, and it was actually so windy that I was freezing. Should have brought a sweater, and I didn't find anything last week. But yeah, today is quite different. There's literally not a cloud in the sky, and yeah, the heat is just exhausting. So I got my hopes that I'll find something cool, at least hopefully better than last time. And yeah, let's just get to it. Okay, I'm definitely done for the day. It is, it's so warm, so much sweat, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Did get some cool stuff, so we are definitely going to check them out, so just stay tuned. Okay, so I am back home, and sorry for the continuity error, but I actually had to remove all of my rings because the heat had made my fingers swell up a bit. So yeah, we're gonna have to do without them, but I am actually really excited to show you the finds from today's car boot sale. And there weren't too many of them. I basically have three things which I want to show you. And the first thing is something which I'm not really sure about the origin of, but it is essentially what I think is some kind of, I suppose, wall-mounted hook, which has a bit of a punk style to it. You can see that we have 5 of these spikes, and this is, you know, somewhat hard plastic. It's a little bit flexible, but it does also have some kind of hole in the middle. So I don't know if this is supposed to be that you are to mount it just using a screw or hang it up. I'm not really sure, but it also looks like there might have been some glue residue on the back. So yeah, I honestly don't know what this used to be, but I thought it looked kind of cool and felt like, you know, this can definitely be something that I can turn into, I don't know, maybe like a clothing accessory or maybe a hook or something for the Jeep. I don't know, I just thought it looked kind of cool, and it only cost me 5 Swedish crowns. So either way, pretty cool sort of thing to build something with, I guess. So that's the first pickup. The next one, which actually came from the very same table, is this cheap looking, or well, maybe not cheap looking, but it was certainly cheap. This cost me 10 Swedish crowns, and this is obviously one of these classic sort of movie clappers, and it is a wooden clapper. There's nothing on the back. I don't think this is especially collectible. I mean, these are pretty easy to find. You could just go on eBay or, you know, buy them. But this one was in pretty good shape. And obviously, you know, I'm not saying that this is something that's actually used in the real movie. I'm just saying that, you know, it's obviously a pretty cheap looking replica, but it's wooden. It didn't have like a lot of scuffs or anything. And I don't really own a movie clapper, but I felt that it's something that I should have somewhere in the man cave. And so I thought, you know what, this is actually pretty good looking, so I'm gonna pick it up. So 10 Swedish crowns, definitely not a big budget purchase, so to speak. But now we come to the last item for the day, which I also think is the most surprising and probably the coolest in the lot. So this is something which I actually first saw on Instagram. The people that I follow, they're actually called the GAMINGGRANNAR. You can check them out. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to do that. They're a Swedish couple who post a lot about video game memorabilia. They're very sort of big fans of Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, all that stuff. And they are also very much flea market nerds and go to a bunch of retro type stores and stuff like that. And in one of their videos, they actually showed this item because they saw it in this retro shop. And I thought it looked really cool. And I think the cost was like 300 Swedish crowns, which I felt like, you know, I don't know if I would have paid that much, but it is definitely a really cool item. And then today I actually just stumbled over one of these. And I don't really know what the origin or the story behind this is, but this is a Coca-Cola attaché case. I'm not even sure if we're fitting this in frame right now, but hopefully we are. So this is all plastic. It's obviously a Swedish product because it says Drick Coca-Cola Coke, which means drink. It's the Swedish translation for the word drink. And like I said, all in plastic. It's pretty dirty now, but overall fairly good condition, I would say. We flip it over, it's really nothing on the back except for a small insignia or sort of the same print as on the front, but just miniaturized. And so I'm not really sure what to say about this, but I thought it was a really cool find, and it wasn't even that expensive. I basically paid 40 Swedish crowns, which is like €4. But like I said, I don't really know anything about the origin. I can tell you that there is a small damage on one of the locking clasps there, but it still closes okay and seems to sort of stay closed. But yeah, a little bit of a mishap there, sadly. But what's even funnier about this, I bought this fairly early in the game when I was walking around. Cost me 40 Swedish crowns, like I said. And then towards the end of the car boot walk, I actually see a second case of the same style, and I'm like, this is just, what are the odds of running into this case twice at the same car boot sale? I've never seen it before in my life, just saw it like last week at Instagram, and then today I run into two of them at the same car boot sale. Now the second one was actually in better shape, and it was priced at 120 Swedish crowns, which, to be fair, I probably would have paid for it if I'd seen that one first. But now I saw this one, which was in a bit of a worse condition, a bit dirtier, slight damage there. And so, yeah. But then again, I only had to pay 40 Swedish crowns, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I was sort of contemplating maybe I should get both of them. But at the same time, you know, I have too much stuff, and I just definitely need to try and keep things, you know, sort of paused, because yeah, I'm already a bit of a hoarder, I gotta say. So I just felt like, you know what, you don't really need two plastic attaché cases for Coke. Wouldn't it be fun if I actually used these bags to carry around Coke, on the other hand? So I thought we'd just open this briefly to show you that there's really not much going on the inside. And if anybody knows, if anybody's seen stuff like this and knows what these might have been used for, really do feel free to tell me. It seems, I mean, just looking at the size, I'm pretty sure that this would be fairly convenient to just stack some Coca-Cola soda cans in here, but there's no real sort of, there's nothing to hold them, everything's just very flat. So maybe this was like a promotional item, just some kind of giveaway or fun stuff, maybe something that they got for employees at Coca-Cola. Yeah, I really haven't got a clue, but for 40 Swedish crowns, I definitely thought that this was a really, really cool and fun item to get. So definitely really happy with this find. But that is essentially it for this video. So we got the Coca-Cola attaché case, we got the small little punk style looking hooks for the wall or whatever they are, and we got the little movie clapper on the side there. So yeah, I can't fit all this in frame, let's just put it over there like that. But that's it. So I want to say thank you very much for watching, and as usual, hope to see you all next time.